Hey guys, Trumpet here, back in another video, and today we're back here in Counter-Strike Tycoon for yet another limited review. I forgot to record another video this weekend. I was busy again, but anyways, this past week we got a Pininfarina B95. So yeah, it's a roofless, I think, electric hypercar from Pininfarina, which does a bunch of like designs for a bunch of cars like Ferrari, Maserati, and other Italian brands. It's an Italian car brand, so yeah. But anyways, yeah. So this one's available for like 30 days. I was recording $11.1 million. But today we're going to be reviewing the Bugatti Tourbillon, or the Hyperlux Toulouse here in game, for $13.5 million or 800 Robux. Now, apparently it's supposed to be worth 1100, but it's like a special offer. I don't know. But anyways, also the limited shops do actually sell cars now. So right now we have the Centenario. But yeah, anyways, so as you guys know, I don't know if you guys actually know, but the the Tourbillon is the new Chiron successor. So this is a regular Chiron, I guess you could say. No, it's not the regular Chiron, but this is the Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus, and this is like one of the real Chiron models in the game, because the regular Chiron is a fictional model which looks kind of atrocious, as you can see. But yeah, we also have the Pure Sport in game as well. But yeah, so the Tourbillon is going to be the successor. It's going to be the new Chiron, pretty much, just like how the Chiron was to the Veyron. And so yeah, so now it's made its way here into Counter-Strike Tycoon, and it's actually crazy because instead of a W16, it's still on 16 cylinders, but instead it's a V16 naturally aspirated, but it's also hybrid. So I think it has 1800 horsepower with 3 electric motors. So yeah, pretty cool. I'm super excited to actually review this. I'm actually not sure if any other car games actually have it. I think Car Crushers 2 has it, but not other games. But yeah, anyways, so we're gonna buy this right now. 3, 2, 1, boom, and there we go. So yeah, it looks really nice. It's a two-tone car, so you can change it. And yeah, so honestly, I do like how it looks. I think it is one of the nicer cars. I'm actually gonna make this white right there too. And yeah, and this thing, honestly, I think this looks really, really nice. I'm actually gonna make everything white. I think that honestly looks really good. I'm just gonna lower this as well, and now we're going to spawn it so we can see. And yeah, I mean, it looks super cool. I mean, you can see it definitely resembles the Tourbillon in real life. I'll put some photos up somewhere, like maybe up here right now, and yeah, you can see how similar it looks. But yeah, I do like this a lot. I mean, the brake lights look really good. The wing raises super high, as you can see. And the V16 engine right here, massive. I think it's an 8.3 liter V16, which is actually insane. We also have the really cool dials that are on the Tourbillon. And yeah, so I'm actually going to favorite this car. That's going to be super cool. Also, they did actually rename BMW, which is kind of weird. So they renamed it to Bayern. I just actually realized that, which is kind of crazy. But anyways, so yeah, let's just quickly go over the stats here. I'm actually going to change the color slightly because it's a bit bright. Alright, so yeah. So obviously, Bugatti Tourbillon, super nice car, V16, naturally aspirated. So, top speed of 256 miles per hour, handling 9.5 directions, all-wheel drive, $74 in opponents your dealerships, and 3,112 per mile. Now, this thing is actually really good for its price. Let me just get the race tires here, and obviously it's all-wheel drive as a Bugatti. Obviously, with the limited reviews, I don't upgrade anything, but I do really like how this car looks. Obviously, it does have chrome accents, and the paint is not matte, by the way. But they are actually implementing reflectance modification, so you can actually make the car shiny or not shiny if you really want to, which is really cool. I think they should have added that from the beginning, to be honest with you. But yeah. But anyways, so the first thing we're gonna do, obviously, half mile drag race. And yeah, so I think this is honestly probably one of the better cars for its price. I will say that this Pininfarina is probably better though, just because I mean it's cheaper, but it goes just barely slower actually. 9.2 handling and 254 top speed, and this is only 11.1 million, which is still pretty expensive though. Obviously I'll be doing a limited review on that as well, probably next week. But right now we'll be doing the Tourbillon, and honestly, acceleration is kind of slow, 11.5 roughly. So yeah, but let me just quickly hit the start. I know you guys probably won't hear it, but yeah. So yeah, so they just reused the sounds from the regular Bugatti Chiron or Chiron Pure Sport. It literally sounds the exact same. I was hoping to kind of have a cooler sound, but you know, it's okay, I guess. I wouldn't say this thing sounds the best though, but the wing is absolutely beautiful. I'm actually gonna put it up. Usually I don't do this, but yeah, I'm actually gonna put the wing up, and yeah, it looks super awesome. I really love that. And I love how it raises really high, and the diffuser as well. I mean, the rear design is super nice. I really like it, and yeah. But anyways, so now we're gonna do a 5-lap circuit race, and obviously it's just to see how well this performs on the track. I think with a 9.5 handling, I think this will perform pretty well. I'm just looking at it right now. Yeah, it is pretty good. Obviously with race tires and everything. You can also add a wing of your own, so you can kind of make your own like pure sport Chiron or tourbillon. But yeah, so pretty cool. And yeah, that's it for that. You can obviously do alignment and whatnot. It's pretty customizable, I will say. I mean, it's a Bugatti, so yeah. But anyways, so without further ado, let's get started on the circuit race. I mean, this thing right off the bat, I mean, acceleration's not that great, but I will say that this thing does turn decently. I'm not gonna say it turns like crazy, like something like the Bolita Hybrid Evo, but I will say that it's not necessarily bad. It's not also not necessarily that great either. I think with upgrades it'll be a lot better, but right now I don't see this as a really good track car. Just because it's kind of like the base car, right? It's like the base model. Um, Obviously with like a pure sport model, like a track focus model like the Sharon Pure Sport, or like a high speed model like the 300 plus Super Sport from the Chiron. I think this will be a lot better as limited, but I personally think that this thing is not that crazy here on the circuit race. Acceleration's honestly really slow. Also, I think this thing has a turbo. I'm not sure why this has a turbo. This is supposed to be NA, but yeah. So yeah, this thing is supposed to be a naturally. This is a naturally aspirated V16. I have no idea why Foxy and the devs added a turbo upgrade already with the car, but it's not. It's I guess it's the small detail that nobody really cares about because everyone's gonna upgrade it anyway with a max turbo. So yeah, but anyways, I think honestly this is not the best track car at all. I mean, as you can see, it's kind of struggling to turn, but I mean, with this all-wheel drive, I think it helps a lot, and it's pretty decent, I would say, but it's not something I would personally use on a track, especially because I mean, to be fair, I do have a lot of nicer and more track-focused cars like the Hybrid Evo and stuff, but even if I didn't have those, I still probably wouldn't use this. Even if this was my best car, just because right now I don't think it's performing as you know as it should or as I expected rather. Because I think this honestly does not have that good of an acceleration. I mean on the drag race for 13.5 million, that's really bad. I mean 11.5 seconds for $13.5 million is not that great. And there's a lot of cars that are actually cheaper, I believe, and are actually better. Um, so yeah, so that's not great. But I mean, obviously. It's not too bad. It's not necessarily the worst car, but you know, I still wouldn't use this on a track or for racing. It's more of like a collector's car or something like that. On top of that, it is kind of fictionalized. You do see most of resemblance though, but you can tell that it is fictionalized. I'm just looking at the front. I mean, the front looks kind of goofy. Also, you can drive through the pit lane to finish the race. Anyway, this is actually not a good time at all, you guys. 36.5 and 3 minutes 16.5 total time. So 36.5 is not too great for 13.5 million. I don't actually think this is that great, to be honest with you guys. This thing is not that great of a car. um, Obviously, like I always say, buy the limiteds because they're limiteds, right? So you'll get an OG wrap in the future. But if you guys are gonna buy this, don't use it for the track. Even if it's your best car, buy something else because this is not that great for the track. It does accelerate pretty decently. It is an 8-speed transmission, I believe. But its acceleration at top end is actually super slow. I mean, as you can see, we are struggling to get to 230. So you know, I think this is not the greatest car. But if you guys want to buy it, go ahead. I will say that it is obviously worth it because I mean it's a limited. But if you guys are just looking for a really good car, do not buy this because this is not that insane. This is more for like the limited collectors like me and you know, people who have a lot of money to spare. But otherwise, this thing is not that great. I mean, this thing doesn't turn that well either. But yeah, so yeah, that's probably gonna wrap up the video. To be honest, there's nothing much else to cover here. But yeah, so should you guys buy the Tourbillon? Okay, here's the thing. If you if you collect limiteds and you will have a lot of money to spend, make sure then buy it for sure, yeah. But if you guys are just looking for a good car, overall car, do not buy this. Just keep on saving, wait for the next limited shop, and there'll probably be a lot better cars in this thing. Unless you really want this, then go ahead. But honestly, from a value standpoint, this is not that great. I mean, just on paper, it is good. On paper, it is good. I mean, 30.5 million, 200, almost 260 miles per hour, 9.5 handling, all-wheel drive. It's good on paper. But when you test it on the track and drag race, it's not that great. I mean, as you can see, as you saw in the video, it was not that great. So, um, yeah. So if you guys want to buy it, I mean, go ahead. It is fictionalized, sort of, and the interior is kind of nice. I honestly, I don't think this is incredibly worth it, but um, if you guys are limited collectors, make sure to buy this because this thing is pretty cool. Either way, even if it's not great, I still really like this car because I mean it looks super cool. I mean it's the predecessor of the Chiron as well, and it's the V16. I'm not sure why the devs added a turbo on it though, but yeah. So that's probably gonna wrap today's video. If you guys enjoyed, just make sure to smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, tap that bell notification icon. So you guys get notified when posting a video or go live. Quick recap: we reviewed the limited Bugatti Tourbillon for $13.5 million or 800 Robux. And it is kind of worth it. If you're a limited collector, make sure to buy it. But if you're looking for a good overall car, wait for the next limited shop. Just save up money and don't get this. Or maybe the Pininfarina will actually be better. I'm not sure, but you'll have to stay tuned for that next week or in the weekend probably. I don't know, next week or in the weekend, whatever. But stay tuned for this video on the Pininfarina B95. See if this is actually better than the Tourbillon because it's cheaper. It's just slightly slower too. So yeah, so I'm actually curious. But yeah, so that's probably gonna wrap today's video. And on that note, though, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.